All right, what's up, everyone? This is Evan Carthy from evancarthy.com. Real quick, want to go over Bitcoin and Litecoin here. Yeah, and Ethereum for a second as well. So, starting off with Bitcoin, I just want to back up here real quick because, as you can see, all these moves up and down until this became a futures contract way back here in December of 2017. They've all been 5-wave L8 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up, down, up, down, up, down. And this current move is no different. Starting back at this low down here back in March, you can see we had a 5-wave move. There's a retracement to complete it, and we're currently in it right now. Let me move this back here just a little bit. So starting off down here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 is all the way up here. It's blown out of the resistance area that I look for. No big deal though, but it hasn't given a short entry yet. And the two things I do for it to be complete, one of the two must be hit, is this is just the trend lines for it. Let me get rid of the overall thing. I just draw the bottom one on there. Is that price has to come down and hit this 30% line, and I'll just draw that blue box right there from its current high to where it's at. And let's get rid of that Fibonacci level. And then, so it either has come down here to the 30% retracement level using from the second pivot point right there, or it has come down and hit the bottom of this trend line, assuming this high stays up here at about 16,155. And the short outlook for when I do take these kind of short trades, I don't short Bitcoin though. It is too volatile to the upside, so there's no way I'm shorting Bitcoin. But what I do is when it hits this area, which is going to be the 5th wave area box for it, all it is the using the 0% and the 3% level is just in between the 1.416 to 1.618 level. That's where a lot of the turns happen. So it just identifies it to me, but I just see in this case, it didn't happen there at all. But what I look for to get into it is I look for a lower low to be made. But as you can see, from when it came in and hit there had been lower low. No lower low, no lower low, no lower low, all the way, no lower low from that candle, up there. So as you can see, there hasn't been any short opportunities for this. Now, could today be it? If it breaks below this candle, yes, that would be the short opportunity looking again for it. And then the exit would either be down here at around 13,885 or just somewhere riding up this bottom trend line area starting at about 13,895 all the way up, depending on how far this moves down. Now, of course, it can hit the purple line, go past it, and hit the 30% line. But if it is in a really strong trend to the upside right there, have seen it before. Just hit the trend line, never come down, hit 30%, and just go up the other way. So better be safe than sorry, which is why I have these two areas. But at least for the near-term future, I'm looking for downside coming up here in Bitcoin until these come here and get complete. Now, it doesn't mean to say it can keep going higher from this area, but as soon as one of these candles breaks the previous low of the previous candle, then that would be the short setup to get in and look for the downside down here to the high 13,000s. Now, Litecoin is a little bit more of a standard type of 5th wave trade right here. Draw the bottom of the trend line right here. So we have that right down there. And then we have, let's draw the box up here to make it the 30% line right there. So there we have that right there. So going down here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have had that short entry. See the high right there, broke lower down right here, and got us in there right there for it. So this is a short setup and a live short setup. And then the target we're looking for is top of this box right here, so about $56.22, or the purple line if it keeps on going over sideways or slightly up over here, which would be a sliding scale up over here, starting down here at about 56.26, and then moving on up at a diagonal pattern right there. But the Litecoin, it's a little bit more of a standard trade than the Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin has exploded out of it, but that's no big deal. Happens. Still hasn't given us a short setup to get into it yet, though. But looking for it here. Eventually, we thought it would have happened all the way somewhere up in here, but never gave it to us. Litecoin has, and so both Bitcoin and Litecoin, I am looking for some downside here in the near-term future. Not looking for a huge sell-off or anything like that, but definitely some movement down rather than the continuation of the move up. Now, lastly, Ethereum here, real quick. Ethereum, we are still waiting for a trade right down here. You can see potentially there's a 0, 1, 2, potential 3, 4, and it hasn't come up here and made a fifth wave up here yet. What we would be looking for, at minimum, for price to come up and hit up here at minimum and hit around $492-ish or so for Ethereum. That would initiate the fifth wave, and then be looking for a short setup into it. Isn't guaranteed to happen, obviously, but this is a potential 3 and 4th wave right here. Again, you can see down here, there's the 0, 1, 2. And then you see a lot of noise in here. Then it finally broke up to the upside, had the pullback right down here, and the pullback did not break down in here into the first wave, so it is valid. And now we're waiting for it to, if it does go up here and hit the fifth wave. But if price continues to move down right here, let's see if it continues to go down, breaks this blue line right here, which is the first wave for it right there, that would be invalid, and we'd have to wait for a new high to come up here, and more than likely this wouldn't be a 5-way setup, but it is currently looking like it. So if we do get another push higher up here, up to about $492, then it would be a fifth wave, and we would be looking for a short in it right here. But seeing how Litecoin and Bitcoin are firmly in a short setup for it right there, for Ethereum, isn't guaranteed to happen. That would give us one for it right there real quick. So anyways, that's Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Definitely for Bitcoin, real quick over recap. Definitely for Bitcoin, looking for a downside to currently at about 13,880, and but if it keeps going sideways or up, then this is going to be a sliding scale moving up for the exit for it right there. And then for Litecoin, exit currently is about $56.20, but if it keeps on moving sideways or even up, then the sliding scale would be more likely looking like it's going to be on the purple line. You would also, down here for the number 2 line, you would also continue rising that up there as well, just depending on, because this would impact what the bottom of this trend line would look for. And then real quick, how I draw that trend line, I just draw it from the first point over here to the 5th point. You can see it right there. There's the first point. There's a 5th point, and then just drag it to the lowest low from where it is right there, and that's how I get the trend lines for it right there. So anyways, those are the cryptocurrencies for the week of, what is today, November 8th, 2020. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, bye.